Hello, my today's topic is how I got to know about my divine masculinity. I lived a life of being feminine for 35 to 36 years. I actually didn't have any clue that I'm a divine masculine. All that it was like I was on a twin flame journey, and I just keep doing my inner work because I was never been attracted to feminine in the whole of my life. Okay, I have always been attracted to masculines only. So I was absolutely clueless that I am a divine masculine, and uh, and that was my biggest block on my twin flame harmonious union. That was my biggest block. And then I got to know my divine masculinity, when I actually released my false twin flames completely, because my false twin flame was a very 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 masculine person. And somewhere actually I was hiding, I was trying to hide behind that masculinity. That's why you only seek a other person outside of you, in some way that you don't feel you are complete within you. That is the whole fundamental of this spiritual knowledge, or the spiritual truth. I will say it's not knowledge. Spiritually, God has not created you as incomplete. You are complete, you are enough. Okay, you are absolutely enough by within yourself. Everything that you desire, and you are trying to suppress it with a belief that your desires cannot be fulfilled. That's not true. That's not true spirituality. You need to understand, why would God give you the desires, and don't give you, how, anything to fulfill your desires, right? And how does even other people, you can see people around you, all their desires are getting fulfilled, and here I am just sitting and my desires are not getting fulfilled, and I'm all that I have is just a bunch of desires within me, unfulfilled desires within me, right? So there is no truth. There is no truth that your desires are not going to be fulfilled, and that it is also not true that somebody else is going to fulfill your desire. Okay, actually our non acceptance is there. We are actually sitting with a aspiration that somebody else is going to fulfill my desire. Okay, it is not like that. It is not at all like that. God has created you absolutely complete. You are absolutely enough to fulfill all your desires. All your desires, like absolutely all your desires. Okay. So then what is it, what is it that why I could not understand that I am a divine masculine? Because when I was when anybody born and brought up, there is already a understanding around society, and then from the childhood till now everybody is just feeding in all those information, right? How you born in the body, and everybody now understand only the body. Everybody understand how you look outside. That's how people understand currently. People only understand that how you look outside. Are you looking white, or you are black? Most of then you will fall into prey into that. If I am not white, then I have to do so many things and run after that. Then how is your body? Is it thin? Is it fat? And then you fall into that trap. So when you are playing around all that stuff, then who cares, what is your true energy? When you are absolutely lost in the world by your external appearance, and then who cares what you are within yourself? It is not their problem, right? Why would somebody else going to sit down and think about me, that whether I am a divine masculine or divine feminine? It's not their job, right? Then whose fault was that, right? So I will not even say it was my fault, but I will say it was like my unawareness. I was not aware, because the awareness that is available is you are defined by the society way, like this is, white color, thin body, or this is the way you behave. Also your behaviors are defined in a social structure. This is how you should behave. So you forget about how you really want to behave, and you, to be accepted by others, you behave the way they want you to behave. Then who cares, what you want, what you desire, what are your feelings, what is your energy? Those are, gone. But how that resulted in my life was like I was not at all peaceful, because when I was not connected with my authentic self, because that's my authentic self, right? And you can see, so many people now running after stress management and all that thing. It is because somewhere they are not peaceful, right? The whole society, the current structure of the society is not in a state of peace and harmony. Like everybody, in a way, on a scale of small to very high, everyone is experiencing stress and not at all in harmony or peace or loving, right? So, and we are now in a state where we have started to believe this is okay, this is okay, this is how life is. Life is restless, life is stressful, life is full of pain, life is full of suffering, and only when we die we will rest in peace and will go to heaven. So are you really want to experience all that thing after going dead? And when you are going to be here for maybe 100 years or maybe 50 years, you are going to only experience pain, suffering and stress? No, that was my beginning. Like I never wanted to experience. I really, somehow, I was very stubborn on that. I really don't want to experience any pain. I literally cannot take pain. Like if I really don't like, something that is giving me pain, I cannot ignore. I literally try to take some action or do something to come out of that pain, because I totally always believe from my childhood that I believe, at least I don't want pain. That's it. I don't want pain and I don't want suffering. I may not be having all the good things of the world, but I also don't want those pain and suffering, right? Okay. So my journey started with to explore, what exactly peace is, what is it? Because externally my life was doing good, like I could have a very good job. I got my job just with one interview in campus selection, very prestigious job. I got, like I married to a, I had a love marriage. I married to a very handsome man. I had a son. I had like all the thing that someone would like to have, because I was in a place of luxury life. That was what I had attended. What I could not attend among all that was peace and harmony that is within me. Because when you're alive, and I seek peace in the form of peace only, like deep peace within myself. That's what I desire. And then I met, on the way, when I was digging within me why I'm not able to feel peace, And I was constantly asking God, tell me what I need to do. I'll do anything to come to peace. And then bummed, I met my false twin flame. Okay, that time I didn't knew false, but yes, I met my twin flame. And obviously, whoever you meet, that doesn't matter. What matters is you have started the energetic journey into the twin flame harmonious union. So all that you have to do is stay in alignment with that energy, that will take you naturally into harmonious union. And to stay in alignment with that energy, you have to do the inner work, because that's a very high vibration energy. So with the stagnant energy within yourself, you will not be able to pursue that energy. So that's why you have to keep living those negative energies, so that you can feel light and vibrate up and liberate all those emotional pain and suffering. That's what. And when I was doing all that, then at a point I came to the awareness, like there are some clues specifically about divine masculine. Like divine masculine will always be giving, and divine masculine will always seek for presence. That's why you will see when people are in 3D, they will do that ego fight, but spiritually they are actually seeking their presence. But as they are in the separation consciousness, they understand only by competing with each other, only by downgrading the other person. In that way they will be able to have the presence. You can see that in the masculine world. But divine masculine will create his presence by his divinity. It is not dependent, it is not interdependent with anyone else's prosperity. That is the presence of a divine masculine. Because divine masculine is connected with universe, with God, and whatever he desires or whatever he wants to manifest, he will manifest with God. He will not take from anyone else. And that's why divine masculine earns his presence by giving. So these are all the tendencies or energies that started coming up. I was able to feel a high power also in my solar plexus, and then it was revealed to me by my coach that I am a divine masculine. And then it was up to me to claim that divine masculinity and then harness that energy going ahead. Because when I was hiding in my femininity, so there was a lot of programming I was doing with myself. Okay, but when I got to know that I'm divine masculine, so I literally don't have to do anything, I just have to be myself. So just accept that I'm a divine masculine, and slowly gradually ground into it. So it is applicable to any divine masculine, whether you are in a feminine body or you are in a masculine body. You have to gradually ground into your inner energy. Just follow that energy, it will take you to your divinity only. Flow with that. Thank you.